Late at night, your cat curls into a small ball, closes its eyes, and goes still. Then suddenly, its paws begin to move, its whiskers twitch, and its face makes a tiny hunting expression. And that is when the big question begins: what is your cat seeing in that secret little dream world? For a long time, people thought sleep was just sleep. Quiet, empty, dark. But scientists kept watching animals closely, and what they found was strange, beautiful, and honestly a little magical. A sleeping cat is not always resting in silence. Sometimes, it looks like it is traveling somewhere. Somewhere we cannot see. Somewhere only the cat can go. Picture this. The room is quiet. The lights are low. Outside, the world is sleeping too. Your cat is on the couch, warm and safe, breathing slowly. At first, nothing happens. Then one ear flicks. One paw jumps. The tail gives a quick shake. It is as if a tiny movie has started behind those closed eyes. And scientists believe that, in a way, it has. When humans dream, our brains become active in special ways. Our eyes move under our eyelids. Our memories mix with feelings. Our days become stories. Cats, it turns out, go through a very similar kind of sleep. Their brains light up in ways that suggest they are not just sleeping deeply. They may be seeing things, feeling things, living through little dream adventures. So what do they dream about? Now this is where it gets really interesting. Most scientists believe animals often dream about things from their real lives. Not in words like us. Not like a full movie with talking. More like flashes. Feelings. Scenes. Movements. A chase. A sound. A smell. A jump. A safe place. A familiar face. So if your cat spends the day watching birds from the window, maybe in its dream, the glass is gone. Maybe the dream begins with sunlight. Golden light spills across a floor that stretches into a wide open field. The air is warm. Grass moves softly in the wind. In front of the cat, something tiny shakes in the distance. A bird. A mouse. A fluttering shadow. The body lowers. The eyes grow wide. The world becomes silent. One step. Then another. Then a fast leap into the unknown. And maybe, in that dream, the cat always catches it. That could be one reason sleeping cats sometimes move their paws. They may be acting out the chase. Their bodies stay still enough to keep them safe, but small signals still escape. A twitch. A kick. A whisker tremble. Like little pieces of the dream leaking into our world. But hunting may not be the whole story. Because cats do not only hunt. They remember. And memory may be the real heart of the mystery. Think about your cat's day. The soft blanket by the window. The sound of a food bowl. The footsteps of the person it loves most. The red dot that vanished. The strange box that smelled new. The loud sound outside that made it run under the chair. A cat's world may look simple from the outside, but inside, it is full of moments that matter. Scientists believe dreams may help animals replay these moments. Practice them. Save them. Make sense of them. So maybe a cat dreams of climbing onto the kitchen chair again. Or jumping to the shelf without falling this time. Or finding the exact place where the toy disappeared. Maybe a dream is the brain's quiet way of saying, remember this mattered. And then there is one more idea. A sweeter one. What if cats dream about us? That might sound funny. Cats like to act as if they do not care. They walk away when we call them. They stare at us like tiny judges. They pretend the food we bought is an insult. But many cats know their people deeply. They know our voice, our footsteps, our smell, our routine. They know when we are sad. They know when we are late. They know where we sit, where we sleep, and which version of us means food is coming. So when a cat sleeps beside your bed and starts twitching softly, maybe it is not dreaming of a wild forest. Maybe it is dreaming of you opening the door. Maybe it sees your hand reaching down gently. Maybe it hears that small sound you always make before filling the bowl. Maybe, in its dream, it follows you from room to room, safe and calm, in a house that feels like its whole universe. And if that is true, then the dream world of a cat may not only be about survival. It may also be about comfort. But here is where the mystery gets deeper. Not all dreams are happy. You may have seen it before. A cat sleeping peacefully, and then suddenly its body gets tense. The tail puffs up a little. The paws jerk. A tiny cry escapes its mouth. It lasts only a second, but it makes you wonder. Was that a bad dream? Maybe. If dreams are made from memory and feeling, then fear can enter too. A loud storm. A painful fall. A barking dog. A fight with another cat. The trip to the vet. Even animals may carry hard moments into sleep. A dream can become a place where the brain tries to deal with danger after the danger is gone. That thought feels a little sad. But it also makes animal dreams feel more real. More alive. More like ours. Because dreams are not just random pictures. They are often made from what touched us most. And then there is the strangest part of all. Kittens may dream even more than adult cats. Why? Because everything is new. The world for a kitten is huge, bright, confusing, and full of first times. First jump. First fall. First toy. First human face. First warm lap. First fear. First feeling of home. Their brains are growing fast. They are learning every second. And many scientists think dreaming may help with that learning. So imagine a tiny kitten sleeping on a towel, barely bigger than 2 hands. Its paws move in the air. Its mouth makes a tiny suckling motion. Maybe it is dreaming of its mother's warmth. Or the sound of her heartbeat. Or the soft push of its brothers and sisters sleeping beside it. Before a kitten knows the whole world, maybe its dreams are made of warmth, milk, and the feeling that everything is okay. And suddenly, animal dreams do not feel like a joke anymore. They feel like a window. A small one. A foggy one. But still a window. Because no, we cannot ask a cat what it saw. We cannot sit it down and hear the full story. We cannot know if the dream was about a bird, a couch, a memory, or a person. But scientists have found enough clues to say this much with real confidence. When cats enter deep dream sleep, their brains are not empty. Something is happening in there. Something vivid. Something active. Something that looks a lot like dreaming. And maybe that matters more than we think. Because once we realize animals may dream, we stop seeing them as simple little creatures walking through life on instinct alone. We begin to see deeper. We begin to wonder what their inner world feels like. What they remember. What they fear. What they love enough to carry into sleep. Maybe the cat on your sofa is not just your pet. Maybe it is a small, silent explorer. By day, it moves through your home. By night, it moves through memory. A hallway becomes a jungle. A toy becomes a real hunt. A window becomes the edge of a great open sky. Your voice becomes a safe light in the dark. A warm bed becomes a whole world. And maybe that is why watching a sleeping cat feels so strange sometimes. You are looking at a body that is here, but a mind that is somewhere else. Somewhere soft. Somewhere secret. Somewhere full of shadows and moonlight and tiny running feet. The next time your cat falls asleep, watch closely. See the whiskers move. See the paws twitch. See the ears jump at something you cannot hear. And ask yourself, what if, right now, your cat is running across rooftops under a silver moon? What if it is chasing a glowing moth through a dream garden? What if it is finding its way back to the first arms that ever held it? What if it is simply reliving the happiest part of its day? We may never know the full answer. But maybe that is what makes it beautiful. Some mysteries are better when they stay a little open. Some stories are stronger when we only see the edges. And in those quiet moments, when the world slows down and a cat sleeps beside us, we get one tiny clue that animals may carry secret stories inside them too. Stories without words. Stories made of motion, smell, memory, and feeling. Stories that begin when the eyes close. So tonight, if your cat twitches in its sleep, do not think of it as nothing. Think of it as a dream unfolding. A tiny heart. A busy mind. A secret world. And maybe, just maybe, in that hidden world, your cat is living the grandest little adventure of its life. What do you think animals dream about?